Hey guys, Ricardo here and welcome to another blog tech tips. In today's tutorial guys, I have here a Bluetooth smart speaker and of course my phone is connected. However, in the case of this smart speaker, if you're not hearing any sound from the speakers themselves, these could be also be headsets or they could also be headphones. All right, so if you're not getting any sound, these are the things that you can actually do to fix the problem. All right, so first of all, if you're playing music or playing anything on your device and you're not getting any form of sound out of your speakers, you're going to go ahead guys and make sure that you reboot both devices. So in other words, you're going to go to your phone, you're going to press on the power button and you're going to do a total power off. All right, that's to shut down the system, restart. All right, next you can go to the speakers themselves, you can turn them off, turn them on again. So find your power button, turn it off, the speakers that is, and turn them back on. So once you turn them off and on, it will refresh both systems. And in some cases, if it's a software error or software bug, it will eliminate that problem. And of course, sound should be start to play once more. All right. Next thing to actually try is to make sure that all right, so in my case, I don't want to get a copyright strike. So what I'm going to play is just some tones from the device. So you can actually go ahead and, for example, test out your ringtone. On some devices, the ringtone will actually play through the speakers to test. But of course, I'm just using this because I do not want to get a copyright strike. All right. So in some cases, it might play through the Bluetooth speakers. In some cases, might not. All right. For you, you can simply go ahead and test your sound, whatever you're playing. All right. For me, it's kind of difficult in terms of copyright strikes. So I won't play anything that's copyrighted. All right. So you can go ahead and test whatever you want to play. So whatever music you have, go ahead and test to see if your your device is back up and running. All right. Next, make sure that the volume is turned up. So as you can see here, this one is extremely low. Notice it shows Bluetooth. You can always tap here and notice the Bluetooth volume. It was way down, so make sure that it's turned up. So make sure that slider is all the way up. So of course, speakers will get adequate volume. Sometimes they are way down, and as a result of them being turned down, there is no sound, despite them being connected, that is. Next, guys, sometimes you're not connected to the correct device, so swipe down. And of course, you can long press on the Bluetooth. And here's the menu. You can go into details for a more definite or detailed options. All right, so as you can see here, I'm connected to here two different devices, but notice it says here I'm connected to the Bluetooth speakers over here. So I'm actually connected. If you see that you're not connected to the right device, go ahead guys and select the right device. If you're connected to multiple devices, you can temporarily disconnect a device that's paired just in case that one is interfering. All right, so you can make sure that you're connected to one device. And as you can see, I'm connected to the speakers. This is the S7-1. If you're not connected to the right speakers, go ahead and switch over to the right ones. Next, what you can do is check your settings. So since this is S7-1, I can tap and notice here it gives me two options. All right, so those two options are related to they're actually related to the device itself. It says it's connected for audio and calls. Now, just in case you see one of these off, such as audio, it would mean that the device will not play audio. It will only take calls. All right. So make sure that if audio is off, go ahead and turn it on. And if calls is off, depending on what you want to use it for, you can turn calls on. And if that doesn't work in terms of both are on, you can try this. You can go ahead and turn off both. All right, there you go. Notice it's now disconnected. And of course, you can exit the screen, come back, and then turn both on.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
All right, so what will happen is that it will force the pairing again between both devices. Another thing that does not hurt is to identify the device properly. Notice it says audio device type. Go ahead and tap. Make sure that it's set to speaker. And of course, that will give it the right parameters. And of course, you can go ahead and select speaker here, or if it's something else, you can select other. So I've correctly identified, so you make sure it's set to speaker, so it now knows that these are Bluetooth speakers. Also, if this were a TV, we're connecting the Bluetooth speakers to when you were getting no sound, you can also make sure that the source of the TV's output is set to um, the Bluetooth speakers and not to the TV's speakers. LG TVs tend to specify sources under settings and sounds, and you'd have to go there and actually set the output sound to the Bluetooth speakers versus the TV speakers. That's just an extra tip in case you're doing this or trying this troubleshooting on a TV. All right, so we'll continue with the troubleshooting here. Next thing to do, guys, is to go here, and what you're gonna do is you can go ahead in some cases and you can either pair or unpair. So for example, if the device is already paired, you can pair and unpair. All right, so as you said, you can pair and unpair, meaning you can delete the device totally in cases where it's totally giving you issues, and then you're gonna repair. All right, so you can go ahead and find your pair and pair options. If all else fails, you can actually reset your network settings. All right, so you can go to settings, main menu. Once you're in the main menu, guys, you're gonna find your reset options. You can always search. So you go to general management under settings, and you're gonna search for the reset option. Select. Once you're in here, guys, you're gonna reset mobile network settings back to their defaults, meaning you're going to look for it's going to reset everything related to networks, meaning you'll lose access to Bluetooth history. It will reset those Wi-Fi. You'll have to re-enter your Wi-Fi password, but it will not erase your data. So of course that's an option that you can explore as well. And of course, go ahead and repair your device. If all else fails, guys, you can try another device, meaning you can actually get another device and try to pair that device to the Bluetooth speakers. Sometimes it is the issue with the phone itself. And of course, you can actually use that to narrow it down to see exactly what's going on. So for example, if you're able to connect other phones, especially other Androids or Apple devices, and this phone is the issue, then of course you can probably direct figure that it's a software issue or a direct hardware issue, and at that stage you actually track it down and actually be able to fix it by either doing a total software reset depending on the severity, and of course if it's hardware you'll have to actually get it repaired. Do hope this was useful, and do hope we touch all of the main topics and this has fixed your problem. If you have direct questions, ask them below. As always, Ricardo from Blog Tech Tips saying bye until next time. Bye.